What am I after? What am I after? What am I after? What did I just pull out that?
Yeah, mate. Spy this cargo ship south of Old North Logistics.
Right, I'll just deploy a jet ski and send it, I guess.
Billing, no.
Good
Phone,
man.
yes.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Not too bad, mate. Are you
It's
free
good.
to come to Mel 900?
Mel, yeah, I can get
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, he's approaching
All
Old
good, mate.
North
We'll see you soon.
Logistics.
Yeah, no worries.
Port or docks.
Hey, you've got the car.
Ah,
Hey, mate, looks like they're slowing down where the orcs will have to pull out their vehicles to get onto the island. Yeah, one of them stopped.
yes. Yes.
That Wolfdog?
Yeah, one of them hopped out.
Passenger or driver?
Passenger.
It was the one with the gun.
Keep an eye on him.
He hopping into a black coloured vehicle. Could be a local, yeah, local. Coming out the wolf docks now. Gonna be on that in the exit. That's the one. Is that the? Oh no, that's not a pollution, is it?
Yeah, is it this suspect too?
Yeah, give him a search ASAP. I'll follow the boat.
Affirm.
What am I looking for?
Seven, what's the reason for this?
Fleeing from a shots fired call.
GSR system.
Affirm, thank you. Seven, he's negative.
Oh dear.
You was seen actively pointing his weapon at someone.
Yeah, whoever that primary unit is, give it to him and get him to engage.
Wolf 31, are you still on that boat?
Alright, mate, I have to split off. Got no eyes in the boat.
Who was the original unit on the ground that was pursuing the individual?
Hello.
Oh, okay. I
Right
don't
here.
know what's going on here. Give me a second.
Are you alright? Do you
Yeah,
have
just
to?
no, just I think it's something to do with my muscles. I used to drive. It's sometimes they seem to get a bit funky, and they keep
Do you
doing things
walk
even
with
if
the
I'm
same
not.
one?
No,
Oh,
it's just I don't know. It seems like they get a bit funky at times. I don't know.
Okay. If you just want to jump in here.
Yep.
Go to the one at the end, just because it's a bit bigger.
Awesome. Just give me one.
I remember it's that light as triple O.
Yeah, all good.
Not too sure how they're doing that from inside the prison, seeing that all 3 Gs are now inside the prison.
Okay, so we bring you here, so obviously you wanted to discuss your, as you know, you did your silver class
Yeah.
test and unfortunately didn't pass. That's
Yeah.
what I'm gonna say.
He's a miracle.
How do you sort of feel about that? What are you wanting to do from here?
Canon
Do you
230, can
want
I
to
get additional
progress
coming down to the
further
end of the
and
pier? I've got a bike and
get,
a black and coloured
Yeah,
four-wheel drive just hanging in the area watching me do
the now silver
bounce.
class certification, or do you want to stick at a bronze class, which is obviously 200 kilometers an hour, which is what you would have, went to originally.
Yeah.
Up on these service updates and stuff, but
I would like to progress. It's just I just struggle with left and right. It's just nothing I can do to change that. It's just something that I'll always struggle with. So I use
that's fine.
north and stuff because I can look at that and see that yes, it is that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I've got to turn that direction to know that because, I get also confused with the opposite of the direction that I'm heading, or the other sort of directions, if you know what I mean.
And do you feel more comfortable traveling at the bronze class speeds? So, what you sort of travel at now, do you feel more comfortable driving at those speeds, or do you want to progress further and drive at a higher speed?
I don't have any issues driving at any speeds, really.
Okay. I'm just trying to get an idea of what we want to do and what you want to do, especially because of these updates. Obviously, we've got the silver class certification, and then they're going to phase out the restricted silver, so we'll put back to bronze. Just want to get an idea of what you want to do, because if you do want to progress, we can work with you.
Yep.
But if you don't want to, then we're not going to obviously make you do it. So we want to make sure that
I'd like to progress.
you want to progress, okay?
Yeah, but like I said, I just struggle with certain things because of my learning disability.
Yeah.
Well, if you it's sort of classed as a learning disability, it's a neurobiological disorder is what it's actually called.
Yeah. And during... Sorry, you go.
They've never been able to put a finger on exactly what neurobiological disorder I've got. They just did a blanket cover and said, you've got a neurobiological disorder, and that's it.
You don't have to go into detail about it. That's all good. We understand. Obviously, we just want to make sure that you receive the correct training, and if you do, and you're interested in, obtaining that license, then we will have to work with you to obtain that. But we just want to clarify that you want to actually do it.
I've definitely feel like that I've improved since when you took me out, whenever that was. You remember taking me out? Not really.
I know, I do remember it.
Yeah, I've definitely improved since then, but it's just I'm still struggling with certain things like the left and rights,
so during the actual test, there is quite a few requirements that we do have to ensure you're confident in different areas. So it's requirements directions of, God, can't word. directions of travel, that's a requirement, all that stuff, all that jazz. They're all requirements to pass you on that license.
Yeah.
Now, again, it's something we can work with you with and, you know, get you confident, but we just have to, obviously, as I said, we need to make sure that you want to do it, declare that you do want to, that's fine. But how can I word this? Maybe how did you think you went with Toby when you did do the test the other day? Like how'd you go with it?
Felt a bit pushed by him because he kept trying to tell me to swap to a different car, and even though the car I drive is the one that I is the one I normally drive and the one I'm used to, he just felt really pushed. Like, you know, kept telling me, "Oh, you should swap to a different car because it'll handle better." It's just like, it might handle better, but I got to stick with what I'm used to because it makes it easier for me. I know what the vehicle's going to do, you know. I know it's going to slide. Okay, yep. So, you know, I prefer to stick with something I know than something I don't.
Yeah.
Just, yeah. He's really trying to push me about swapping to a different vehicle. It's just like, no, I'll stick with this. Had to tell him multiple times, I'm going to stick with this vehicle. This is what I'm used to.
Yeah. Well, I think would be a really good idea is to get you started, and just for now, what are your thoughts on staying at your current, so you'll move to bronze class, so you're 200 kilometers an hour, you'll stick to that class, and essentially you can actually just go out, you know, training by yourself. So when you're on duty and you've got some spare time, or, you know, there's not a lot going on, you could practice yourself. So practice your comms, you know, as we did in your recruit training. I got you to follow local cars, and you're pursuing those vehicles, and, you know, we can definitely send you some things to go off. Maybe I remember Zoe sent you during your recruit phase just a little sort of example for you to go off, and you did really well with it. So
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on that, on just starting there, and we can always progress in the future?
I don't have much trouble with anything else, I don't think. It's just the left and rights that I struggle with, and being able to, like I got to get onto the street before I know what street it is, and I can't say some of the street names. That's just physically impossible.
Honestly, I think we all struggle with street names.
Like, forget that.
Yeah, sometimes I definitely have my struggles with the names. It can be difficult to pronounce, especially when there's a lot going on. But,
there's some that I can't even try to pronounce. It's just way above my abilities to pronounce. Like, on a whole nother level. Just, yeah. I can't even get there. It's, yeah. Just can't even try. One look at it, it's like, I got no clue how to even try to start pronouncing it.
That's fine. That's all good. That's completely fine.
But yeah, just more left and rights and that.
Yeah.
And I've got to also...
I don't know, is there something you could... I don't know if this would work for you, but could you potentially have like a little sticky note with your left and right? Would that potentially help you?
Not really.
Something? No, that's fine. It's just a suggestion.
Yeah, it's easier for me just to go on, you know, we're heading north, south, whatever direction we're facing. Just, for me, that's a lot easier because I can see that, and it's changing as we go. And yeah, just so much easier for me.
Yeah.
Because I just because I'm looking down there to get the street names as well. So, because I use my, that command, do you know the...
Location.
Yeah, location, that's the one. And it gives you your north and south and whatever else, east, west. So I use that when I'm doing it.
Hello.
Yeah. That's fine.
That's easier for me.
Yeah.
Because I've always got that up.
Did you want me to go, Zoe, or did you want me to wait for?
No,
for it
keep
to go?
going.
Yeah. That's fine. So I think that's a good idea. I think we should start there. So, you staying at your bronze class, 200 kilometers an hour. It also gives you time to adjust to that as well, because it is a new change for you.
Yep.
And see how you go. You might be really happy in that license class. But yeah, what oh my god, I can't talk. What we want you to do is essentially, when it's not busy, practicing by yourself, doing everything you can, because as you said before, you have made progression since we did our training when you were a recruit. So you have, after time going through the repetitiveness of everything, you have got into that routine, and you've said it yourself that you have improved on it. So we do believe you can make progression in that area.
Yeah.
It's just going to take time. So I think it's a good idea to start there,
Though,
just due to that being already an increase in speed.
yeah, left and rights, it doesn't matter how much I practice that, it will
Yeah.
never change.
That's fine. We can work
And
around
same with
that.
street
That's
names and stuff.
Just work on your confidence with the northwest
Yeah.
and locations. Sorry, I mean landmarks. Work on
Yeah.
those. So even if you can't do lefts and right, that's fine. You've got alternatives that you can say. So you can say northbound past Zona Hospital. So you start
I've
to
got no idea
remember.
where Zona Hospital is.
But you will start to remember those. Especially if you're following in pursuits, or if you're on duty on your own and you're going for a drive somewhere. Start to look at landmarks around you.
I can remember some landmarks, but I won't be able to remember them all. It's just
Yep, but it's something that you
information
can work
overload, basically. Yeah. It's just the way my brain can only take in so much information, and the rest it just dumps.
That's fine, but
Yeah.
something that you can work on. You don't have to remember all landmarks and stuff.
Yeah.
It's more like, you're traveling southwest bound. You can say in Bendigo, and then you can say near the petrol station there.
Yeah.
Because, petrol station should be one that you don't have to give a specific name to it. You can literally just say petrol station or police station, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Work on things like that.
Yep.
Sorry, you go, Aaron. Didn't mean to
No,
interrupt.
that's fine. Now I wanted to talk about a topic we sort of bring up before, but when you did complete, when you did do your silver class test with Toby, you said he was a little bit pushy and trying to get you to change vehicles.
Yeah.
Providing you different suggestions and all that stuff like that. I think, like as a senior FTO myself, we do try and provide obviously feedback and different suggestions to, as he was doing different vehicles that might be easier for you, trying to provide those suggestions and providing you feedback as well.
Yeah.
It's really important that you're sort of understanding it as it's constructive feedback.
I do get that. It's just, I'd prefer to stick with what I know is the thing. I've been driving this vehicle since I was first able to drive it. So, it's just sticking with what I know.
I don't know. No one's trying to push you into anything. It's more feedback and suggesting things to you. So it's not forcing it down your throat. We're not trying to get you to change or to change your your habits or ways and stuff like that. We just want to provide feedback on different things on how you went in general, and it's constructive and you can learn from it. So it's really important to try and be a little bit more open-minded about those things as well. Just be like, hey, I might give this car a go. Or
I've driven it once and I really didn't like it. Oh, it was bad. It was the what you call it, paddy wagon, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Divvy, yeah. I don't like that vehicle. I drove it once and that was like, oh, no thanks. It just steers too fast.
Yeah, what's wrong with the Divvy?
Oh, I just find it steers too fast for my liking. I just can't control it properly. Yeah, so I prefer not to, yeah, go with it. Like the vehicle I drive now has its own problems, like it likes to slide all over the place and stuff, but yeah, I'm used to it. I just, yeah, can't drive the divvy. It's just too much.
Fair enough.
I'm just trying to think what to say. Did you have anything you wanted to add, Zoe or Ford?
No.
Well, I don't know if I missed out on it. If it was mentioned before. Well, Stephen, what's your definition of progressing in terms of VicPol?
I don't know. Getting to do different things. I don't know. It's hard for me.
Because it's good to progress. I don't know if it was stated before. Obviously, if you stay bronze class, it's not going to affect you from getting senior constable, which it's not going to affect you from getting other certifications.
Yeah.
But from what I'm hearing, it seems like you're not comfortable with driving or doing pursuits, so it may be best to focus on other things that you're more comfortable with and focus on progressing within those.
Yeah.
Will it be stated that you're comfortable driving the limit anyway of 200?
I don't mind getting in pursuits. I'm just not a big fan of, not really wanting to do the, be in the front of pursuit. I like being at the back, helping out. Though it is difficult to try and keep up with them because everyone's going a lot faster than I can. So, yeah. But I've got no interest really in being lead, I guess is the word. Yeah.
Well, your SUV is going to spin out a lot more the faster you go as well. So you're just going to end up, even though you're going faster, you're going to end up being further behind because you're going to spin out, you're going to run into stuff, you're going to run into people, and then you're going to have to start, accelerating from zero again to try and attach.
Yeah.
So it may seem good, but I feel like in your case with the vehicle that you drive, it's going to actually, the extra speed is going to hinder you more than it's going to help you.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. We agreed. Well, Aaron suggested that for now he stays as our bronze class, which will be an increase anyway. As 200 Ks, and allow him to get comfortable with that. And as I said, you can practice other alternatives to left and rights in your own time. And then when you think you may be ready to try and progress to the silver class, which is 250 Ks, then you can come and chat to us about it.
Yep.
Easy.
Alright.
That was it from me.
Yeah, that's it for me.
I can't think of anything else to say. I think we basically summed up everything. I think, just working on constructive feedback, trying to take it on board. Not being
even if you don't
too-
change it,
Yeah.
even if you don't actually use that constructive feedback, it's more just taking it
I
on
get,
board
like, I
rather
do
than
get
straight
what
just
he's
saying
was
no to
trying
them.
to say, but
Yeah.
for me,
'Cause-
it's,
I think it's just like, don't be so close-minded.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
try to be a little bit open.
Even if you're
Yeah,
not,
that's a big one.
because sometimes it can come across as like you don't want to learn,
yeah,
and we know you want to learn. So even if you're not going to change a car, and that's absolutely fine, you can drive that car, that's fine. But if someone's just trying to give you a bit of constructive feedback, be like, yeah, okay, not that, that's a good suggestion, but for the moment, I'm more comfortable with this.
yeah,
It's not like a straight, no, I'm not going to do that.
yeah. Yeah, I did try. I'm just not very good with words, so I did try to let him know that I wasn't comfortable driving it, and I was more comfortable driving the one I drive, the SUV. But I'm not very good with words, so yeah.
All goody. Alright, I think that might be it. So we will put you to bronze class, which will allow you to go to 200 Ks anyway.
Yep.
And then see how you go over the next period of time. Chat to us if you have any issues with it.
Yep.
And or also come and chat to us if you think you may be ready to sort of progress a bit further, and we can review that.
Yep. No worries.
Cancel a touch of the pursuits. With the bronze class, you just can't take primary.
Yeah, well, I've got no interest in taking primary. Yeah.
Awesome. I think that might be it.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Feel free to go back on duty. I'll show you how to get out if you need.
Yeah.
You just walk over to just this door over here.
Oh, yeah.
And then there should be the lift there that will take you back
Okay,
down.
thank you.
All right. Take care.
All good. You too. Way out. Where am I? Hey, Dark Wolf, how's it going? I'm not sure if I want to get out and do something, or I'm pretty buggered, honestly. I think I might maybe just pack up and I might just fly up for the night. To be honest, I am just buggered. Like, seriously buggered. I can't think properly. I'll just fly out, I think. Yeah, just too buggered.